Change your thinking, change your life. In a quiet monastery nestled deep within the mountains, there lived an old monk named Master Liang. He was known throughout the region for his wisdom and serenity. People from far and wide came to seek his guidance, hoping to find answers to the struggles in their lives. One day, a young man named Wei arrived at the monastery. He had a troubled expression and carried the burdens of failure, disappointment, and self-doubt. He had lost his business, been abandoned by his friends, and felt that life had been cruel to him. As he approached Master Liang, he bowed deeply and said, "Master, I have tried everything, but misfortune follows me everywhere. No matter how hard I work, I fail. I believe my fate is cursed." Master Liang smiled gently and invited Wei to sit by a nearby pond. The water was still and clear, reflecting the sky above. After a moment of silence, the monk picked up a handful of salt and dropped it into a small cup of water. "Drink this," Master Liang said, handing Wei the cup. Wei sipped from it and immediately spat it out. "It's too salty," he exclaimed. The old monk then took another handful of salt and sprinkled it into the large pond. "Now drink from the pond," he said. Wei hesitated, but then cupped his hands and took a sip. This time, the water tasted fresh and pure. Master Liang smiled. "The salt represents your struggles, failures, and disappointments. They're inevitable in life, but whether they overwhelm you or not depends on the size of your mind. A narrow mind, like a small cup, is easily consumed by bitterness. A vast mind, like this pond, remains calm despite the same struggles." Wei sat in silence, reflecting on the lesson. "But Master," he asked, "how can I expand my mind?" The monk stood and motioned for Wei to follow him into the monastery. Inside, he led him to a room filled with empty bookshelves. "This is your mind right now. Empty, waiting to be filled. You must replace your old thoughts with new wisdom." He handed Wei a book and continued, "Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you are cursed, then misfortune will always find you. If you see failures as lessons, they will guide you to success." Wei's eyes widened as he began to understand. "So, my suffering is not caused by the world, but by my own thinking?" Master Liang nodded. "Change your thoughts, and you will change your life." Determined to reshape his life, Wei stayed at the monastery for several months, learning to control his thoughts and develop inner peace. He meditated, studied wisdom from ancient texts, and observed how the monks lived with simplicity and gratitude. When he finally left the monastery, he no longer carried the burdens of his past. He started his life anew, not with fear, but with confidence. Over time, he rebuilt his business and formed genuine friendships, all because he had changed his mind. And so, Wei proved the truth of Master Liang's words. By changing his thinking, he changed his life.